Hello students, today in this session we are going to discuss what is called cytoplasm, what is protoplasm, and what are prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Firstly, we will discuss regarding cytoplasm. In last session, we have already discussed regarding a structure of normal cells, both in the case of animal and plant cells. And we have also gone through the list of various type of cell organelles which are found inside normal cells of plant as well as animals. But here we should know that not all the cell organelles are uniformly found in the cells of all the organisms. In context of that, we will discuss prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Firstly, we will understand what is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is an amorphous, translucent, homogeneous, colloidal liquid which found inside cells of all the organisms, and it is surrounded by plasma membrane or cell membrane in the case of animal cell, and in case of plant cell also by plasma membrane or cell membrane. After that, there is an additional protection layer, that is the cell wall. In last session we have already discussed regarding cell membrane and cell wall in detail. Now we will discuss regarding cytoplasm exclusively. This liquid serves as a medium, as a ground in which all the cell organelles are scattered and found. And it is the site where all the metabolic activities continuously going on. And apart from this fact, this liquid serves as a storehouse for various type of organic, inorganic materials, and it is the site for the synthesis of various type of organic materials like carbohydrate, proteins, enzymes, and energy also in the form of ATP. And here the recycling of waste materials like waste carbohydrate and protein materials also occur. That means recycling of waste materials takes place in cytoplasm for reuse. These are the very important points regarding cytoplasm. Now we will understand the protoplasm. What is called protoplasm? The protoplasm is the living material which is found inside the cells of all the organisms. Actually, it consists of cytoplasm and nucleus. But here we should know, apart from cytoplasm and nucleus, the cell membrane, both in the case of animal cell and plant cell, is also considered as a part of protoplasm. But another point here we should remember that the cell wall and the contents found inside the vacuole are not considered as a part of protoplasm. Now we will discuss regarding prokaryotes firstly, then regarding eukaryotes. Actually, this word prokaryotes is made up of two words, two part of words. First part is pro. Pro means primitive, not developed, and karyotes means nucleus. The cells which are not having well developed, well defined nucleus is called as prokaryotic cells. In detail, we should know the definition of prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cell is that cell in which no membrane bound nucleus and no membrane bound cell organelles are found inside the cell in the cytoplasm, and the organisms which body is made up of such type of cells having undefined nucleus are called as prokaryotes. Here one more important information in detail we should know that in such way the prokaryotic cells does not contains membrane bound cell organelles like nucleus, endoplasmic reticulums, mitochondria, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, etc. They only contain certain genetic material, nucleic material, certain strain of DNA in the name of nucleus in their cytoplasm. And that part of nucleic material mainly consists of certain strain of DNA is called as nucleoid. Examples of prokaryotes are bacteria, blue-green algae. Blue-green algae are also called as cyanobacteria, and viruses also. Here we should know the viruses are considered as non-living and living also, because the life cycle of viruses only starts when they enter into the body of certain organisms. That means when they enter into their host, their cell are considered as prokaryotic cells, because the cells of viruses do not contain well-defined nucleus, and they have no membrane-bound cell organelles also. Thus, here bacteria, blue-green algae and viruses are the example of prokaryotes. Now we will discuss the eukaryotes. Eukaryotes, this word is also made up of two parts of words. First, eu means advanced, karyotes means nucleus. The cells which are having advanced form of nucleus is called as eukaryotic cells. Actually, the cells of all the multicellular organisms as well as the microorganisms other than bacteria, blue-green algae and viruses are having eukaryotic cells. Now we will define what is eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell is that cell in which well-developed membrane-bound nucleus as well as other membrane-bound cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, ribosomes, mitochondria are found in cytoplasm. Here examples are all the higher plants, animals, amoeba, algae, fungi. These are the examples. And the organisms which are having such type of cells, eukaryotic cells, are called as eukaryotes. Now we have discussed regarding prokaryotes, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotes, eukaryotic cells. Now we will recall the differences of the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are those cells which are not having well-defined membrane-bound nucleus. In the place of nucleus, the eukaryotic cell only consists of genetic materials, nucleic materials like certain strain of DNA, and they are also not having any membrane-bound cell organelles. Only ribosomes are present in the prokaryotic cells. In the case of prokaryotic cells, the nucleic materials which is found scattered in the form of undefined nucleus is called as nucleoids. And such type of cells have the ability to multiply frequently. But here, in the case of eukaryotic cells, all the membrane-bound cell organelles, including well-defined membrane-bound nucleus, is found in the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cells. And the rate of division in the case of eukaryotic cells is slower than the prokaryotic cells. These are the differences between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In next session, we will discuss in context of eukaryotes regarding various type of membrane-bound cell organelles which are found inside their cell. Thank you very much.